Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Bowl has arrived. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Logan and I are here to give out some parlays. Who doesn't want to sweat out a parlay for the Super Bowl, Logan? I don't know who. If that's you, you probably clicked on the wrong video. We are sweating out some parlays and we're going to dive right into it. If you are curious for our favorite best bets, that video was posted before this one. Go check it out. A couple straight bets over there. But you guys came here for some parlays, and we got some long shots, and we're going to dive right in. Like I said, the Super Bowl best bets video will be posted right before this one. Go show it some love. I'll link it down below and at the end of this video. And there's a bunch of other sportsbook sign-up bonuses that if you have not signed up for a bunch of sportsbooks, take advantage. The Super Bowl is one of the biggest days where they start rolling out some of the best offers out there. So all the details down below for a ton of different offers. Check it out. Let's dive in, though. I'm going to start with mine, Logan, and then you can start with yours because yours has a little bit better odds than mine. I'm going to start with the first leg on my parlay. Deebo Samuel, anytime touchdown score. It's about plus 140 on its own. My parlay comes out to about plus 743. Now, Deebo, if you watch the best bets video, you know I'm on one of his other props, but I won't spoil that one. I just like Deebo. We know how many different ways he can get to the end zone. He can run it in, which could happen. He could catch one. I certainly would take it. They find ways to get the ball in the Deebo's hands. I think he gets in the end zone. My next one actually sort of goes against it, which is why we're getting good odds. I like the under. It's at 54.5. I took an alt line. Now, I don't necessarily know if this goes over or under in terms of the regular line around 46.5. However, they've had so many games to dial in on the over-under. I swear they're going to get it real close. And both these two defenses have been so good. The Chiefs haven't allowed more than 27 points. The Niners have had a really good defense. I just think this is a game that's going to be real close, and it's going down to the wire. Lower scoring game. 54.5 is a lot of points. If that's the reason we lose, we probably got a really good Super Bowl. So while it is, oh man, we lost our parlay, probably got a lot of points, which no one can complain about that. Next leg, Travis Kelce, 50-plus receiving yards. Taylor Swift should be in attendance. All right, that count me in. Fourth leg, Deebo Samuel, 50-plus receiving yards. Look, obviously joking along about Kelce. He's been one of the best playoff performances historically. He'll get it done. Just like Deebo, I really like him to get 50-plus receiving yards. Obviously, that's around his regular line, but it is the Super Bowl. Deebo tends to show up in the big games. They're going to find ways to get the ball to him. I really like Deebo. And then we got Patrick Mahomes to throw for 225. Like Patrick Mahomes is always slinging it around. That's my final leg of the parlay. Boom. Simple as that. Nothing else needed. That's plus 743, full parlay. I love it. I think it's worth the sprinkle. You don't have to put, your whole bankroll on it, but I think we got a chance. I mean, if Deebo can get some big plays, maybe get a 50-yard touchdown, we might be looking real good. So plus 743, put a little sprinkle on it. I really like that parlay for you all. As always, let us know your favorite parlays down below in the comments. But Logan, I just delivered a plus 743 winner. And I know yours, parlay, because I know it on the screen. You have who you think wins in this game in your parlay. I'll let you save that leg for last. But Logan, I need you to deliver a winner. Take it away.
Yeah, Austin, I really do like your parlay. I think yours stands a really good chance of cashing, but I want to get a little more ambitious on mine. So as you mentioned, kind of like a sprinkle type situation, a $10 bet on this one would win you almost 100, and I think it's going to be worth it. Let's start with the first leg of it. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, 200-plus passing yards. Look, Patrick Mahomes should be able to get this one. I don't want to use the L word because that jinxes any bet you have, but this one is about as close to it as possible. Patrick Mahomes is just, he's too efficient of a passer to not get the 200-yard mark. I think he does that with ease. And kind of similar to how you're seeing this game, I'm also seeing a big Deebo Samuel game, and I'm taking him as my second leg for 40-plus receiving yards. I just think on the short and intermediate passing game, they're going to look to get Deebo Samuel involved, and I think the Chiefs secondary isn't really going to be able to have an answer for him. Or I think they will live with him in the short and intermediate and just prevent guys like Ayuk getting big down the field plays on this one. Third leg, I'm gonna save that one for last because I did pick a side in this one. So let's jump right quick to the fourth leg. Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers, 25-plus receiving yards. He's a Swiss Army knife. I've always mentioned it. The way they split him out, in the slot or even in just the swing passes, Brock Purdy is a dump-off type guy. He's a short and intermediate type throwing quarterback. Down the field is not his strength. He knows what his strengths are. Christian McCaffrey is one of the best, receiving running backs in the league. They saved everything, they have for this game. I think Christian McCaffrey has a big game, through the air and on the ground as well. But we're just taking the receiving yards for that leg. Now, again, Christian McCaffrey. I'm taking another Christian McCaffrey leg. Really going out on a limb with this one. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown score. Yeah, I know the guy is a magnet to the end zone. I really do think he's going to get into the end zone in this one. And of course, that doesn't have any value on its own. So you have to put it in a parlay like this. And another touchdown scorer I do like to kind of pair that with would be, another leg we got, Isaiah Pacheco of the Chiefs, anytime touchdown scorer as well. I think he definitely does get into the end zone. I think, when it comes down to it, the Kansas City Chiefs are good at running the ball in that goal-to-go situation. And I think we saw, the last time the Niners were on the field with the Lions were able to run the ball. I still think the Chiefs are going to be able to do that. And I think Isaiah Pacheco does find his way into the end zone. And that leads to the last leg of my parlay, the most controversial leg. Who's going to be holding up the Lombardi Trophy? I'm taking the San Francisco money line in this one. I think the Niners do hold the trophy. I think you see Brock Purdy or Christian McCaffrey, for that matter, give it a little kiss to the Lombardi. And I do see the Niners winning this game. When it comes down to it, I just really like, their roster a little bit more than the Chiefs. I think, the narrative, oh my gosh, if I have to hear one more NFL is rigged for Taylor Swift and Chiefs narrative, I'm going to lose my mind, because you can't just pay attention to that, right? You look at this one and you look at the X's and O's. I just think the Chiefs are going to have a really tough time stopping what the Niners do well on offense. And I think the San Francisco pass rush is going to be able to make Patrick Mahomes a little bit uncomfortable in this one. And I do think the Chiefs are favorites for a reason. Patrick Mahomes at plus money, Logan, I can't pass that up. I know, I hear you in the comments. I've seen it enough. But I am taking the Niners in this one. I'm taking a shot on them. And that closes out the plus 995 parlay. Austin, I think it's definitely worth a sprinkle. And I think it stands a great chance at cashing.
Hey, I love it. I forgot to mention, I think I mentioned at the top of the show, you can go down below and tail our parlays. There's a quick link to load them into FanDuel. So it should save you guys some time. Talked about that at the beginning of the show, but definitely make sure you do that. But Logan, look, I know you went out on a limb taking the Niners. I love it. I'm not going to, belittle you here, because I talk about who I think wins this game in my NFL Best Bets video. However, it's the last game of the season. Why don't we spice things up? First touchdown score. This was off script. I want a first touchdown score, and CMC's not allowed because we aren't taking chalk. I don't even know what his odds are. Plus 200. First touchdown score. If you had to go on you pull out your dartboard, you throw it. Is there any guy that maybe you had a dream about? I don't know. Who are you feeling?
Okay. You did catch me off guard with this one, but I'm gonna go Travis Kelce. That's even more chalk, or just as much chalk as CMC. But you know what? But you know what? I think the Chiefs are gonna feed him the ball in the red zone, especially. So I think Travis Kelce, first touchdown score. It's chalk, not as chalk as CMC, but I do think he stands a good chance.
Yeah, CMC plus 330 if you're curious on FanDuel. Travis plus 800. Hey, I can get down for plus 800. I kind of want to pick someone else on the other side because I don't want to lose. We both could technically easily lose. I'm going to pick, it's tight end day. I'm taking George Kittle. Who doesn't want to see Kittle dancing in the end zone or doing something crazy? So I'll roll with Kittle. He's about plus 1,100 on FanDuel. Those are our first touchdown. Little sprinkles. It's just the first touchdown score. We could lose pretty quickly in this one, but who doesn't like a little first touchdown score? So Logan's rolling with Kelce. I'm rolling with Kittle. And we're rolling with those parlays that we already cooked up for you guys that are both linked down below. Make sure you click those quick links. Save yourself some time on FanDuel. A bunch of other deposit match bonuses and all that stuff down below too. You guys have a wonderful Super Bowl. If you want to check out our best bets for the NFL in terms of our straight bets, what we're rolling with, it is linked on the screen. Logan's got the trophy. Who's going to be holding up the Lombardi Trophy at the end of the Super Bowl? Time will tell. Hopefully it's a great game. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.